It's the Eye of the Tiger Day here on the Final Cut Discovery Edition. Yes, that's right, with the hype and everything, excitement over Creed 3. It looks like they've decided to release the 4K Ultra HD Rocky Collection, the Knockout Collection, as it's titled. Rocky the Knockout Collection. Yes, it is the first 4 films on 4K. They're getting the high def treatment as well as a disc full of extras on here. And this just recently released. It is retailing for $79.99. And yeah, we're going to take a look real quick at this release, see what it has to offer, which for Rocky fans may be a plenty and make it worth double dipping if maybe you have this already. So let's take a look at this, because, yo, Adrian, they did it, man. So, yeah, here we are, Ultra HD. Now here's the thing, pay attention for this release here, folks. This is the 4K Ultra HD and digital code only, so this does not have the movies in Blu-ray. They are only in 4K. So if you only have a Blu-ray player and thinking you could get the combo pack, this pack is only offering it with the high-def version of the films and the digital code. So just keep that in mind for the version we're reviewing here. But I love this. They got the nice split art here, as well as what the Rocky 4 specifically includes, which is theatrical version, Rocky vs. Drago, the Ultimate Director's Cut, and making of Rocky vs. Drago. Keep punching. So I love that. It's interesting. It's got a matte finish to it. There is some reflectiveness to it, but the finish on it is definitely more of a matte. But yeah, still dig this slip cover, which we'll take a look at the physical disc in a minute. But still, this is a nice slip cover, and then it's also reflective on the spine here for the Knockout Collection, and they give stills from the films, as well as you know, just a summary of what is going to be on there. I do like the way they have this cut. There's that famous Rocky image of him after he ran up the stairs, which we'll get to in a minute, comes into play in the special edition, special features of this. So yeah, so I do dig this slipcover, and it's like a book because this Ultra HD disc is so thick. So yeah, that slipcover is more like a sleeve, which is really nice quality. And yeah, here we are, same artwork that we had you know, standard, but it is in the black case, which is nice, that black Rocky case. And then here on the back we have the listing of the films instead of with the production stills. So I do like that. I thought that was an interesting approach. They decided to forego that and just put the credits for the films on here, including both versions for Rocky 4. So yeah, as far as the discs inside go, this is the insert here for the digital media, which you do get for 2 years. You've got till March 31st, 2025, if you purchase this now, to redeem that digital code. So it does have an expiration on it. And here we are, Rocky 2, 3, and 4. All the discs are the same color. They are, though the Rocky 4 disc does contain both versions of the film. And then you have what is the Blu-ray edition, which is the bonus features on here. Now, the bonus features I found very interesting and entertaining. And let's go to those, shall we? So if we look at the bonus features, yeah, the menu still, they're pretty much the same, but there is so much that they packed on here. Like, they combined it from all the other releases. So you have on here the director of Rocky showing the 8mm tests they did for preparing for the first film. This is about 12 minutes, and most of the footage has no audio, and it's explained why by the director of Rocky. And it was great. It was great seeing this footage and seeing them prepare for the fight scenes that were so classic in that original movie, and gives you some insight of the prep that they were doing for what was considered a small film. Go figure, right? And then there's 3 rounds with Alu Aduva, who basically talks about the boxing and the choreography, his training, what regiment and stuff he put the actors through, and Yeah, I thought that was also very entertaining, very insightful. Everything on here was, I just found great, stuff that I didn't know. Like the next feature, which was Steadicam, Then and Now, with a Garrett Brown, a 17-minute feature that shows you that this was the first time they used Steadicam in a film. And it became the standard. I mean, instantly, right? We saw it everywhere. But that's why some of these shots were so iconic, especially in the ring and that famous run up the steps. All of it is explained by Garrett Brown, and he describes about, kind of the excitement that got built up when he presented his, invention of the Steadicam. So really cool technical stuff, more about Steadicam than it was about Rocky, which was a surprise in a pleasant way for this. Then they also talk about the makeup, the art and form. Michael Westmore, who did the makeup, a 15-minute featurette there, talking about all the the prosthetics and the makeup work that they did for the fight scenes and how they did the famous "cut me" scene. That was cool. He shows the original prop that they had for it. That was neat. That was neat. Then there's a Ring of Truth. That was 9 minutes long. Very interesting behind the scenes. They also have in here the Staccato, a composer's notebook with Bill Conti. And this one, probably my favorite of all the features, of course, being the soundtrack guy, where we learn what Bill did for the music and why we have the voices in the famous Rocky theme. One of the only things that bugs me about that theme are the chanting voices, "Getting strong now." Well, he explains where that comes from, and that at least made sense. And I'm like, okay, I can get with that, right? And then we have a tribute to Burgess Meredith, an 8-minute bittersweet featurette that we have in here, honoring Burgess, and very touching, seeing everybody talk about such an iconic actor, and his motivation for being in the Rocky film. And then this really weird, like from 14 years after Rocky, a 3-minute feature where Rocky meets Sylvester Stallone, or should be the other way around. Sly Stallone meets Rocky. They're playing with the split screen, that got really big once they figure out how to do it. And that one's just weird. It's just fascinatingly weird. It's not that long. I suggest you watch it, if nothing else, just to go, man, that's weird. And then, of course, there's the making of the Rocky versus Drago cut of Rocky 4, which 58 minutes documentary shot during COVID. We see Sylvester Stallone dealing with going back and revisiting his original project, and it was eye-opening. Not only learning about what may not have happened behind his back when he made the film, but just give you some insight on Sylvester Stallone himself and his approach to filmmaking and that. So I was like, wow, I didn't think I'd end up watching the whole 58 minutes because, it's just that, but it really gives you some insight of his approach to his making this, and, retrospective on him when he first was starting out as a filmmaker and doing all the Rocky films and that, and his approach to it. So, yeah, folks, it's $79.99 retail for this collection, and if you are a Rocky fan at all, I would suggest you pick it up. Not only if you have a nice 4K system to see all the films in 4K, but if you don't happen to have some of these special features, they're all very interesting, informative, and entertaining, and worth a watch. And there's plenty of them on here. So they really went all out for this one. So thank you so much for watching. If you do have this collection, love to hear your thoughts on this. Please help us hit 2,500 subscribers or more by the end of the year, and I can only do that with your help. So thank you for watching, and as always, remember, keep that ticket stub.